Hello students, today we are going to study pavement failure. Now first we have to study the poor soil. When a water table receives more water than it can drain off, the level rises and movement in the water table can cause erosion in the density of the soil leading to its weakening. It means that whenever a water table receives more water, then it will cause erosion of the soil, due to which density of the soil leads to weaken. Poor soil can result to pavement failure. It means that if the soil is of poor quality, then it will lead to the weakening of the pavement layer and ultimately it will lead to the pavement failure. In order to avoid this, it is advisable to install drains to help keep soil dry. Resurfacing is not recommended as it is only a short-term solution. This is because once pavement deteriorates, the subsurface follows and affect the new surfaces as well. It means that whenever the subsurface is generally weakens, or if any type of deterioration will takes place in the subsurface layer, or if any type of failure will takes place in the subsurface layer, then it will be directly transferred to the top surface layer of the pavement. Soils can weaken due to the intrusion of water. Now one of the main cause of failure of pavement is the intrusion of water. Poor soil supports result to the pavement failure. Soil stabilization through hydraulic binders can help prevent the weakening of soil due to moisture. It means that if we stabilize the soil before using it in the pavement, then it will generally prevent the weakening of the soil due to moisture. The next one is the ground hole. Leakage from underground water pipes deteriorate the soil that anchors the pavement due to erosion. Again, due to the underground water pipe, the leakage will take place, and due to this leakage of water, what will happen? Erosion will take place, which will result in the pavement failure. It may result in a hole or a localized void on the pavement. Now what will happen? Due to this water from the pipe, what will happen? A hole is created at the bottom of the pavement. To remedy this, determine the location of leaking water pipes, remove the leak and toughen the soil. It means that to rectify this mistake, what we have to do, we have to determine the location of leaking water pipes, we have to remove that leak, and we have to tough the soil or make the soil dense enough so that failure will not take place. Make sure that the pavement is in good condition again. Another better solution is applying flowable fill for assurance of dense subsurface. Next one is the poor quality of material. Factors that affect low quality of material are poor grading of aggregate and low bearing strength of soil. It means that if we are using the poor gradation of the aggregate as well as the soil which is having low bearing capacity, ultimately it will result in a pavement failure. These factors hasten pavement worsening such as cracking. The proper way to repair this is to replace the underlying layers with good dense soil with high CBR ratings, or match it with the treated stabilized soil. It means that to repair this, we need to replace the underground soil or the bottom layer of the soil with a very high CBR value soil, or we have to stabilize that soil. Next is the timing of maintenance. Pavement performance depends on when and how maintenance is performed. Usually, a pavement has added life due to proper maintenance of 2 to 3 years contribute to 10% of the total lifespan. It means that if we do the periodic maintenance of that pavement, then it will directly increase the life of that pavement. Otherwise, it will lead to the pavement of the failure again. Thus, fixing the pavement during its added life period is recommended. Maintenance of pavement should not be delayed as the cost to repair can exponentially increase. That's why we need to do the regular maintenance of the pavement. That is all about the pavement failure. Thank you very much, students.